Hello and welcome into Speed Gaming 2 tonight. We have a Link to the Base Randomizer Casual Boots tournament race tonight. We have Ganon's Gone Wild versus IBKarma. These are best of 3, and this is game 2 with Ganon's Gone Wild up 1-0 in this best of 3, and we are underway. I'm joined tonight on on commentary. He'll also be doing all of our tracking tonight. And Excalibur. Evening, Excalibur. How are you?
We're pretty good. I'm excited about this game here. See what this game 2 will bring for us.
I heard there were some technical issues last night with the restream. Is that right?
I mean, at least I was told about it, but I didn't watch to see what exactly happened.
Yeah. I'll get a bottle filled with red goo from Uncle. So we had a 5-6 crystal, desert, pendant, eastern, and blue on Hera. So we'll see if either of these runners chooses to dip into Eastern if they don't find anything else along the way.
Yeah, so I think chat, looking like they're more aware of what happened. It looked like the individual streams just kept freezing, so it made it kind of hard to follow along, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm going to say the match that I watched was that way too, where the individual streams just kept freezing. So, yeah, definitely just having. I was hearing Speed Gaming in general yesterday seemed to be having issues, so hopefully they have got that all figured out. We did get a red boomerang in the blue boomerang chest.
So it's kind of vanilla-ish, but not quite. It is a boomerang. But yeah, I think yesterday I was watching one of the matches, but yeah, there was some issues there, like you mentioned. Yeah, in chat, I was also noticing the sync, and it's just trying to find where to do those little dashes and try to gain a few frames here and there. Trying to think how much it was, like 4 or 5 tiles or something. Not sure how much you have to go for dashing to be worth it.
I wondered when Ganon's Gone Wild was going to grab a heart there. If you had down to 1. Makes sense. You just grab it right there. Let's see what is in the back of Escape. All right, so bombs and more importantly, our flutes. So we'll be making just a single trip through Kakariko today. So we'll be able to, as we have a full cac pack.
Yeah, all the basic stuff. Magic Bat's kind of its own check. We don't really count that in a CAC
No.
check, unless somehow a hammer and a powder show up early, which is not too often.
Some more money. At least we have enough for a bottle vendor. Combos on Lumberjack Ledge. So we will see if that comes into play or not. At least these runners now both have the knowledge of where it's at.
That's an interesting one because even if, say, Meyer and TR aren't bombos locked, that can still be fire access for ice. So that does give that extra option there.
Indeed, yeah, it's one of those that, like I said, like the runners at least both have that knowledge of where it's at, and hopefully they'll get hopefully they're able to get the knowledge sooner rather than later about whether or not they're going to have to do Ega to get it. All right, let's see what we got today. Bloopy. Bloopy. Oh, hello, Moon Pearl. And Harpies. All right. No Master Sword hunts, at least.
Now, an early lamp would be interesting because at least that gives them the option to do Aga at their leisure.
Exactly, yeah. Knowing that there's something there and getting, Moon Pearl plus, you said Lamp and Master Sword early, definitely thinking that the feed's pushing you towards that Ega play early on. 300 rupees and a bug net. All right, we're just a hammer away from Darkhold access now.
Getting Mitts earlier, yeah, that will help for Meyer and TR knowledge down the line. They got the flute already, so just once they get the East Death Mountain access.
So kid's giving us his allowance today.
You pretty much have Zora money on hand already. So again, ooh, okay. Well, that doesn't really change anything. That's just a safety and bumper ledge stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely no point leaving it since it's right here, though, so... There's our lamp. Oh, is this seed going to funnel us into Ega? You will probably know here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, because I know I did see a seed not too long. One of these restreamed games, it was pretty much almost as fast as you can funnel them into Aga. It was like a sword and a lamp and a cape, and they literally had nothing else to work with.
So being able to use those sword beams, mini Moldorm, not have to worry about bomb strats or anything. Alright, so a whole lot of nothing going on. We did pick up our blue boomerang and a shield, but...
Now, something like an early temperate sword may really start leaning towards a Aga funnel.
It's getting Gunwild going to head up to the Zora area. We will get like an island check. And that's going to be just bombs. And he's going to go and check the man under the bridge to start us.
Well, GGW, not going to turn down the free refill there.
No, not at all.
I don't want to be within a one-hit KO range of those crabs. 2 hearts at this earliest stage is kind of painful.
All right, so now we have full Eastern access, even though it is a pendant. All right, let's see what King Zora has for us today.
An expensive heart container, but you know what? May as well take it. Get the extra
Yeah.
bit of safety there.
Yeah, this early we're definitely grabbing it. All right, so again, it's kind of wild staying in logic right now. Checking Desert Ledge and Agina.
Okay, so Karma is going to be going into Eastern full clearable, not in logic, but it is full clearable.
Yeah.
Especially if the back has an item.
Yeah, no surprise here on ganonsgonewild side to climb the mountain, at least rescue the old man and check Spec Rock, and then and then we'll see where he heads next. Interesting that Karma, like you chose, right to go in straight into Eastern rather than at least like, checking Saha, just to kind of see what's there. But I mean, either way, I think at this point you'd be clearing Eastern as much as you can. So, all right, hello, Queen of Samaria. No. Ganon's gone wild, not even gonna bother checking Spec Rock right now, just following suit with Karma, heading into Eastern.
So you're definitely gonna need a pendant Eastern dip. So first item is a mirror. So that does give Hera access, full clearable Hera.
Alright, second item, just 10 arrows. And our flippers for that third item, and we are done with Eastern. Unless we have to come back here to grab that pendant if there's something on the pedestal.
Ooh, that's a nice pendant Eastern. Luckily, neither runner's skipping. You imagine you're just skipping Eastern and then going to Aga 1. That would not be a good idea in this case.
Karma checking out Agina before heading up the mountain. And GGW will pick up his flippers here, and then I imagine he will save and quit straight up to the mountain. Just gonna flute. All right. Oh, he hasn't checked Saha. Makes sense. Swamp Palace holding our green pendant today.
Now, there's not a whole lot left at this point. Is it just the Hera at
It's
this
just
point?
this is they're
Mountain
both on the
checkpoint.
mountain, and these are our only checks right now. Can be able to check Spec Rock and then take that mirror into Hera. All right, so medallion number 2. And 5-6 on Skullwoods and Blue and our other pendant on Misery Mire. So Karma going grabbing Ether. Ganonsgonewild did leave it for now. Imagine he'll go back and grab it after he finishes Tower of Hera.
Yeah, because the ether by itself doesn't really do anything right now, so there's no
Yeah,
immediate rush to get that.
no, exactly. I was not definitely was not surprised at all to see him kind of like double back, make sure he saw what he thought he saw, but then not go in for it right away.
Now the 50-50, let's see if Oldham has the item. I mean, if not, they're gonna have to do basement because I think there's nothing left. Otherwise, check, hoping to get progression.
All right, like we're gonna be headed to the basement.
Yeah, and chat. Yeah, skipping. People skipping basement is not wrong. That is a viable decision since you have AGA. Now, if they didn't have AGA access, then you have to do the basement because you don't have a path to go on yet.
Yeah, I don't think there is a wrong play here. But with so few checks, it just makes sense. We're not going to be coming back up the mountain, at least for until we find that hook shot. So at least then we know we're not leaving something important.
So I think this is a funnel out into AGA 1, unless I'm missing a check somewhere.
I don't think we have. I think we've covered all of our bases at this point. So yeah, this should be a save and quit to Link's house and up to and go and defeat Ega 1.
Yeah, at the least they're not gonna have to wonder if that later on is that Bombo's gonna be required. They could just pick it up along the way.
Yeah. So for those who may have joined us late, we do know that Bombos is on Lumberjack. And then we got our flute in the back of Escape. And then Master Sword in Kakariko, and just really the seed has pretty much been pushing us to do Aga. There was a very stacked Pendant Eastern, definitely required, as that's where our mirror and flippers were. Neither runner's going to miss them, but yeah, we are completely out of check at this point.
Yes, in chat. It's almost just the setup is kind of close to vanilla items setup actually.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's for
yeah, just a catfish or pod if pyramid ledge is empty.
obviously Runner's hoping that we find hammer so we can full clear pod, but we're gonna have to go in. We're gonna have to go in no matter what. So
Yeah, at least they can get I think everything except just the boss.
yeah, yep. There's again PGW in that Ego 1 fight as IBKarma is just about to join him.
What is that? Is that 3
3.
blue balls so far?
Yeah. This, I believe, will be the end of Vega. Yep. So, yep. 3 blue balls today.
Yeah, that's like the average. We see seem to see that a lot. 3.
Yeah. Okay, Tempered Sword. Item on Pyramid, but doesn't really help with progression, but makes everything so much nicer.
Yeah, definitely not turning down a free sword. So get to Ganon, that's not gonna be an issue. You don't have Master Sword silverless scenarios now. And GGW gonna, yeah, just took a little reverse to go to Catfish first.
Oh, he doesn't have money. He doesn't have enough money for pod. So
Oh yeah. Either yeah, both.
neither runner
yeah.
has neither runner has money, has pod money right now. So we're either going to do some farming or hope that Catfish has something good for us here.
Hoping for at least like a 50 rupee drop or something.
Exactly. Just enough to get by. Well, we will take the fire rod for sure.
I mean, that's nice. So we'll need that, but that's not what we're looking for at the moment. It's off to the cave, just in front of desert to grind money.
Yep. Fastest
Probably
spot to get 50. That'll give just enough to get for that 101 or 110, excuse me, to get into pod.
Karma are gonna go for Houlihan. Also, that's also fine to get money supply that also help cover dig game, chest game, and all that stuff later on.
Yeah, exactly. And this puts him, this put him straight back out at Link's house, and you'll just be able to make the run north that we're seeing GGW do right now to get back into the Dark World and head to pod.
I have to see what is pod going to give. It's going to have to give something for progression. It could just be vanilla, hammer. It could be hook shot. It could be mitts. And yeah, GGW, you're playing it safe with the cape because knowing you don't have enough to pay the monkey again if you get hit.
Yeah. IBKarma getting their Dark World knowledge. Alright, so we do have a Bowlock pod, as we do find Hookshot in chest number 1. So far we've had a very, very linear seed. There's literally nothing that we've done that is out of logic at this point. Alright, so key and map on right side. GGW making sure to grab some rupees there. Looking for that like big game money, chess game, things like that.
I'm just impressed at how they can just kind of set this up. It's just like muscle memory. You can have this routine and kind of effortlessly set this stuff up here.
Yeah, the hammering up's always one that, I mean, it's always impressive to watch somebody do it. So we did finally find our big key there, so we'll be able to quick run back and check the big key chest.
So outside of that hook shot, I don't think there's anything else in pod at all.
No, no, so this does open up. Opens up East South Mountain, gives with that mid. We have the ability to go to West Dark World now. So we have quite a bit of stuff that's opened up for us. Um, we do see divergence here, as ganonsgonewild has chosen to go to West Dark World, and Karma's going to East South Mountain. All right, let's see what Paradox Bottom has for us today. 50 rupees, pack bombs.
Okay, so no ice rod hunts. Paradox Cave free ice rod. GGW is going to pick up that bombos. You're in the area, just might as well pick it up.
Yep, only need, access into one of those dungeons today, so don't want to have to come back later, especially all the way, since it is TR, so... An early cape not required, since nothing on bumper ledge. Tempered was on pyramid.
Yeah, so quick swap of the music. So IBKarma is using a Final Fantasy Mix MSU. GGW was just a default vanilla music.
I always forget there's that full magic there. Easy moth fight on GGW side. He will take the crystal account lead with his second crystal.
Showing off the power of that tempered sword really makes Moth much easier to handle. I think it's just 4 clean hits, assuming no spike canceling. Quick KO there. Did we see both items out of
We did. Yep.
Skullwoods?
Yeah, we had a heart
Oh, a
container,
heart. Okay.
a heart, and then arrows or arrows. One moth. Yeah. Either way, we saw both. So could not have asked for a better layout.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. There's that heart container. Yeah. So
Yeah, it was.
just quick way out of that. Yeah, you said.
All right, so GGW headed into Thieves Town, finds a green 20, which is, of course, our boots for item number 1. And item number 2, green 300. All right, so we won't have to worry about money the rest of the seed then.
Yeah, that 300 basically locks down all your money needs. Now, IBK. Bombos, we don't know if that's needed. Oh, that's a nice moth fight there. Very nice moth fight. But yeah, we don't know if Bombos is needed yet, so it's just we just can't. It can be picked up whenever.
I do have IBKarma eagling the crystal count there, though. At this point, everybody's done the same check, except that Karma has already checked East South Mountain, which is where he found his ice rod.
Alright, kind of hoping you don't find the small key. So I think if the jail cell check is not the small key, you're fine. That's going to be a small key locking itself.
And there is Karma going to pick up Bombos.
Okay, that's gonna be nice for both runners. The small key locking itself, so no need to come back with the hammer.
Perfectly scripted blind fight there from GGW. Getting his last item there, 20 rupees. Runners high-fiving each other.
I think what we know, there's not much left. I think GGW is pretty much going to the last section of checks here, South Dark World.
the way that he's routing, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go ahead and finish, here, and then make his way across to ice. Ice is full clearable at this point, and then he can start to worry about the mountain checks and hope that he finds mitts along the way. Of course, we know that. Oh, you're right. Ice is locked without mitts. I don't know why my brain always just wants to forget about that for some reason. I've gone there way too often going, oh, wait, can't get into it.
I mean, vanilla, we usually have all this stuff, and
Yeah.
now it's like,
I know
not having some of this stuff.
Well, we have our full medallion pack now. She'll give I get even more reason for GW to stay down here and hope that he can find the things that he needs to clear these items before he heads up to the mountain. But we know for sure where the ice red is hiding up there. So Hype Cave number 1 is just a piece of heart, 20 rupees, piece of heart, 10 arrows, 20 rupees. So -3.
Oh, yeah, it's 0 out of 10. Hype Cave, absolutely nothing. Well, this will be interesting if this is going to, in a way, force a swamp dip. Because there's not... You only have Bombo's tablet. No, you don't have the book. It's going to be is it a swamp play?
It has to be. Well, it can't be. Or I suppose the hammer would have to be check number 1, right? If we're going into swamp, the hammer has to be right there. Otherwise, we can't get into swamp.
Yeah, and there's only one check you can do logically. So I know
Yeah,
the runners can do specky clip and stuff, but that's not what the game is going to expect. Yeah.
No. That's what I'm trying to think, like, logically, what options do we have? Because, like, we know, obviously, that we've got specky available, but... could also have mitts. Or book, yep. I guess those are... or fetch questy things. So, yeah, there's a few options for things that it could have. Chat, you are correct, but it's no matter what, it's going to be check number 1, so...
Yeah, it needs to be something that gets progression in some way. So we got mushroom powder, shovel, hammer, book. Yeah, even no, burner won't work because you can't do spike cave yet.
Nope. All right, I forgot ganonsgonewild had not done this check yet.
So Karma might be in a little bit better position because he's just going to be able to route all of this down into a funnel into the swamp. Because GGW is going to have to work all the way around again. Oh no, GG. Oh, okay, that's actually smart. He saved the portal there. Okay.
Yep, as soon as he started going down there, I was like, oh wait, he saved his portal. So very, very heads up play by GW, and of course I'd expect no less to save that portal to be able to get back here into swamp.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that, and it's like he's flute the 4, and I'm like, what is he going down? I was like, oh, the portals. Like, wow, that's like, really thinking ahead on that one. Just get the mountain checks out of the way, and then just if there's nothing there, you just resume your scouting south. Okay, so what do we think is going to be in this first check here? Probably just going to go with fetch quest here. Let's see if,
Yeah, I mean,
if the seed's going to be that linear or not.
be fun to see a book here, force them in the desert, but we are going to get a hammer. Okay.
Okay, so straight up hammer. That does open up clearing pod.
Yep. There's a pod clear. Oh, I mean, opens pod clear, opens up swamp. Yeah, I'm not sure what else that really opened for us.
Yeah, I don't think it would open up much of anything. Just pod, and you're not gonna go back there. You're gonna just may as well just run swamp down, the green pendant swamp. So there's a lot of items here. What is it? 6 items in here plus a green pendant. Luckily, the seed funneled our runners into a single check swamp, because this is normally a check that not many people are going to just willingly do if you've got other checks density available. Half cost magic, that's nice. Always good for safeties.
Yeah, so the question is, if we don't find anything in the, if there's nothing here on the boss, do we go back in for left side?
At this point, it might be better if you get a... I don't know if you saw the big key yet. You don't want to get an item because there's only one item left. That's... Do you really go in for one item? It's probably a little easier if there are 2 items remaining.
Oh, there's only going to be one item there.
Thieves Town, yeah, that's all clear. We got all 4 items. So the big chest just has its own small key. It's a tough decision here. No, ganonsgonewild gonna no. Trying to see if we want to go back in there.
Yeah, I think
That's...
went in, did a check to see kind of that item count and decided, nope, let's see where else we can get. Yeah, chat pointing out it's probably going to be this is going to be a pendant turned into Helma.
No, I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's turning in that pendant yet.
He's right here. He's got the mirror out.
Is he going to do it? Okay, I thought he was going to do a portal save because he had the portal right by Swamp. I'm like, man, is he really going to save that portal for that? No, that's not going to help much.
Womp womp.
I mean, granted, you got the hammer, so getting back to Swamp is much easier.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you don't have to worry about a portal save. You can create that portal right there to get to Dark World.
Now, let's see if Karma decides to go back in, because if there happens to be something big on that left side Swamp, that this could swing momentum a little bit.
Nope.
So I do respect this play from Karma, because if this thing hits big, this could give an edge here.
And I guess kind of either way, either this is something or nothing. I hope for Karma's sake that he hits right away, that we don't have to like find the big key and the map and then get back to the big key chest. Nice bomb strats there on Helma from GGW, and Helma is down. Just a piece of heart. All right, but that is crystal number 4. All right, we got big key. And a bottle.
Okay, I think it might just be Spike Cave here. So that's where GGW's going, and okay, we got logic in a couple ways. Half cost magic puts the cape into play and then burn us directly as well. So it's basically back to funnel outs.
And Rando Gods Fang. I know you guys like playing without logic, but not today. Alright, so that's go mode.
Let's see, let's see, they can get the desert from the back. Ice is, yeah, they can do that. TR, yeah, oh boy, there's just clearing dungeons now.
Yep,
And
so now definitely gonna have a race here. And GGW definitely has a lead, but at this point it's gonna be forever. There's Karma's not gonna be long behind. So did Karma turn in his green pendant, or did he just skip it?
I had to look on their stream. Yeah, they did turn in the green pendant. Nice.
Really, the only thing that GGW could be hoping for is to find slivers slimmer along the way, but obviously not going to be required.
At this point, it is just all execution. Just a solid gameplay to the end.
Just a couple routing choices, and then that double dip into left side swamp. Big difference here. So as both runners picking up crystals, that is crystal number 5, 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Crystal number 5 for ganonsgonewild, and crystal number 4 for Karma.
Alright, Karma, gonna be picking up those bits in just a moment. Okay, so I think it was you did have to dive deeper into swamp because both of the items for logical spike cave access were in the back in some way. Green pendant and I think half cost magic was the diver down spots.
Yeah. And of course, 100% not getting GGW is 100% not going to be checking anything along the way. Straight up go moding this dungeon.
Yeah, tempered sword, plenty for these runners. I mean, if they had a master sword, maybe they might check some of the easy checks along the way.
Those off scrapped and there's a couple quick fire rod shots and they are down. Crystal number 6 for Ganon's Gone Wild. Though pickup time of 1 hour 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So we are zooming.
Yeah, very, very clean cold stare fight. Just to get him cornered and then get the fire rod. I think you want to get him with the splashes, which I think does gold sword damage, I believe.
Yeah, let's see what our single medallion requirement is today. Wait. So almost not even required.
I mean, not the biggest detour to get that in, since this is a forced Aga seed, so it's not as big a deal.
No, yeah, exactly. And our first fetch quest item of the game.
Yeah, probably not seeing what that is until you get to the credits.
The big question will be, what does Ganon say when he tells us where silvers are? Unless we happen to find them either here or along the way in GT. You can see Karma grabbing a couple chests along the way here in ice. Pretty much I saw that he picked up the big key, but of course just kind of kept moving around along, not taking the time to actually go use it. As he drops into cold stare.
Yeah, at this point, there's not a whole lot that's going to help. I mean, extra sword is only going to save her, just a few seconds at most. And silver is sure, but you don't know where. That's a lot of places that could be.
Yeah. All right. As Ganon's, oh wow, as GGW gets closer to Trinex, get ready. We will start the GT big key guessing game once he does pick up his 7th crystal, and we'll close once the screen goes dark on the way up. In numbers 1 through 22 is where you think that big key will be, and again, that will open as soon as he picks up his 7th crystal. You see the small key on check number 2 on Laser Bridge. So we are on our way.
I mean, was there possibly that 3% scenario where, like, big key and the big key chest and the big chest itself could have small keys?
I think there was the 3%. Kind of a little bit blurry sometimes on the rules for that, but I do believe it was possible, yeah.
Nice phase 1. Karma just about to be entering Turtle Rock.
All right, here come all those wonderful numbers in chat.
I mean, otherwise the seed really hasn't tossed too much. It was pretty linear, funneled at a couple of normally very bad checks. A single check in Swamp and Spy Cave are normally not good checks to make, but kind of forced into those the last location, so you don't have to worry about those, missing those spots.
All right, last call. And GW enters Ganon's Tower, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Two through 5 here. Hey, male. Six and 7. Number 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, number 11 is our winner. Let's see, did anybody say number 11? We did their very first guess. Berry Luck, number 11. GG's. I watch GW scale this tower and make quick work of this gauntlet.
I think he still has I believe a red potion that they got at the beginning or something.
I think he has 2 red potions.
Okay,
I think both bottles, I believe, were red.
So that's more than enough safeties.
And just like that, the gauntlet is gone.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a very smooth gauntlet there. I mean, this is what your runners are gonna have to be practicing. This is how you really make sure you get those runs solid at the end. Practicing gauntlet over and over and over to get this into like muscle memory.
Very nice. Phase 1 in there on try next to Karma's side. All right. That is crystal number 7 for IBKarma. Yeah, we never saw Super Bunny. We never saw Hookshot Cave. And there's just so many places that both our fourth sword and silvers could be. But we'll arm 2 down again and go to wild side. And he gives us the validation check for the means and finds the map.
Oh yeah, silvers, man.
When I miss the screen dark time there on Karma side, but it's right around 5 minutes behind.
Trying to take a guess where this silvers could be. I mean, it could just be sitting in mire, pendant mire.
That's my guess. Is that he's gonna say Meyer. By the time we got there, we had access to it. Yes, nice 1-1-2-2 there, and GGW will drop in to fight Ganon at about 1:16:53. 55, missed it.
And this is just gonna be a pretty standard fight with tempered sword, silverless. That's pretty much the bread and butter.
I'm getting bullied there a little bit by those Gibdos.
I like the Samaria strat that GGW did there.
Karma finding his big key and starting that climb as GW is about ready to interface 4. One more slash. There we go. Oh, in the bottom of Ganon's tower somewhere. Okay. So, Lana Bean, were correct. That torch glitch, half magic, tempered. Pretty quick fight here.
Only 12 tempered sword spins needed, so it's not too big an issue.
As Karma enters the gauntlet. And that is it on Ganon's Gone Wild. Your GG then as he picks up game number 2 and does eliminate Karma from the 2024 Casual Boots Tournament. So we have an official race time GG time of 1:18:58 for Ganon's Gone Wild, and a forfeit from on Karma's side. So official time for Karma of 1:19:08. So get your GGs in for both runners. People tried to click the forfeit button at the same time. It did not work the way.
But otherwise, great run by both these runs. It's a pretty linear seed, kind of able to route pretty well. Didn't do a lot of double backs and other long journeys and stuff. They just made for the most part, got like a smooth line through the checks. Okay, mushroom was just probably a heart piece or
Heart piece,
container or something. Let's see, shovel. Nope, that's like a red 20 probably or something like that.
New Piggy Bank Kid. just a heart piece on the pedestal. Congratulations, GGW.
Thanks.
That was a pretty linear seed.
Yeah, pretty just unfortunate placements for the hammer and mitts.
Yeah, normally those two checks are, if you had other checks to go with, those are just bad checks. It's just one check for swamp in logic, and then spy cave is just out of the way. But luckily the seed just kind of funneled you into that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even do spike cave until you do swamp, so it's pretty much just all forced.
Yeah, otherwise it was, you had a really clean run. Yeah, the difference was just a little bit of routing and your execution. So
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to, when the seed's super linear like this, if you just can't keep up quite on the execution, it's pretty tough to win. There's just not a lot of opportunity to have routing divergence.
Yeah, I think you didn't go back into swamp, but I think Karma did, and I mean I have to respect that because I mean that could have had something, but it's just this seed. It just kind of held your hands. That you take the hammer, go to okay, did pod, that's fine, but then you go to last location, spike cave, and grab the bits, and I think that was go mode at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about going back in, but it was only one item, and I just figured that Karma would probably skip it himself, because it's just like super slow for one check, and you have a crystal and another check on the way to the crystal, so I don't know, I was just like, whatever. It's not like there's 20 checks left in the game or something. I'll figure it out pretty quickly if I have to come back to Swamp, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that portal save you did. Like you just just before you just did a quick scout of the mountain, get the ice rod in, and it's like okay, well no progression there. And then I thought it was like oh great, you're gonna have to go all the way around the dark world to get back, and then you flute the 4, and I was like wait, what is going? It's oh he's got the portal. I was like okay, that probably saved like 2-3 minutes easily there.
Yeah, it definitely saved a lot of time. I don't know if he went around the world again, but yeah, it's definitely much faster.
no, so he had already gone up and grabbed that ice rod before he made
Oh,
his way
doing the
down
other
there
stuff.
at all.
I
So
see. So he was
yeah,
just
he was
knew it
ready.
was the last thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on winning this round and moving on to the round of 32. Look forward to some more great races from you next week.
Yeah, thanks for doing commentary, and yeah, hopefully I'll keep on winning.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight on Speed Gaming 2. Please do drop these runners a follow, putting on a great race for us. And thank to Pixcaliber tonight for not only joining on comms but pushing all of the buttons tonight.
Yeah, it's luckily Kazboo. It's not too difficult to do both. Plus, some of the stuff's already done, and probably only a few points that are tricky with the item density, but simple enough to do. But yeah, also thanks to Rocky12799 for the co-commentary. Good to have. I think did co-coms. I think a prior game, and that had some interesting stuff in it.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. Well, with that, I will bid everyone a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.
All right, see you guys in the next race.